And now, Shooting It Straight with Donnie C. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Shooting It Straight with Donnie C. I am your host, Donnie C, and with me, as always, my good friend, Dave. Dave, how are you today?
Well, was there a little different on an intro there? I thought I heard a little...
A little bit different finesse, a little something. I tweaked it a little bit. I tried to adjust it a little bit. I didn't know if anybody was going to notice, but...
I noticed because it came on. I'm like, is that the right intro? But anyway, go ahead.
A little bit different, just a little bit. Not that as much, but just a little touch. Just a little touch. I got rid of the bomb sound because I didn't like the bomb sound, so I cut the bomb a little bit. But your cackle is still in there. The intro is still in there. Everything's still going. That's right. That's right. So welcome to the show. This is another episode where me and Dave are sitting here for a half hour or so, trying to laugh, trying to smile, make you laugh, and enjoy your day, your life, your week, whatever it is, for at least a half hour. Enjoy your life a little bit and answer some of your questions. You can send in your questions at shootingitstraightwdc@gmail.com. There it is.
Sorry, I was a little late.
You send in your questions. You send in your questions. Dave gets them. He asks me. I answer on the top of my dome. We have other games that we play. Today, we're doing something we've done once before. We'll see how it goes today. Mm-hmm. Dave's going to ask me some riddles. So riddle me this, riddle me that. Who's afraid of the big black bat?
Ooh.
That was from Batman. I don't know if you know this, but I'm Batman. I know the Riddler.
Oh, my God.
So the riddles will come today, and hopefully last week I did good with the countdown.
With the countdown, yep. Yes, you did.
All right, over there. Weeks before.
I had to readjust it. I seemed like I was a little too low.
Weeks prior, I was struggling, so we'll see what this week. You never know what we're going to bring this week, so we'll see what it is. Hopefully we have a good time. Hopefully we have some fun. And I say we start right off the bat. Let's go to the shooting range. What do you say? What? Oh no! The force is strong with this one.
You are not the only one with a mask, my friend.
It's a new show. It's a new show. It's the Batman and Darth Vader show.
Can you imagine?
Jesus Christ. Dave didn't have enough Star Wars stuff.
That's right.
He had to bring Darth Vader into the scene himself.
And now I'm getting yelled at every day for purchasing this thing when I got it for half price, so she should be happy that I got it.
Half price. Half price is always good.
Yes.
Depending on what the total price was. But now, here's my question.
Yes.
Darth.
Yes.
Are you going to be wearing this around the house?
I did the other day. It scared the shit out of my wife, yes.
Are you going to wear it outside of the house?
No.
Why not?
It's too hot.
That's why you breathe like that.
That's right. Maybe in the wintertime or Halloween. I just have to get the matching outfit.
No, in that helmet.
It's actually kind of hot in here.
All right.
All right, so we'll do one question, and then I got to take this stupid thing off.
Okay. All right, what's your question, Dave? Darth. I'm sorry, Darth.
In The Empire Strikes Back, Leia plants a kiss on Luke. What are your thoughts on the scene, since later on in the trilogy we find out they are siblings?
What do I think? I think it's absurd. I think it's terrible.
That's right. That's my son and my daughter.
Right. They should... But bing, ding, 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 ding. I don't think that they should have done. Now they didn't know, so
right.
Okay, it makes sense. Now, if they still knew and they continued,
yes,
that's a problem.
Yes.
If they were stepsister and brother, gray area. Depends on how close the family is, I guess.
Well, they were twins at birth. And
right,
separated.
they were twins
Yes.
and separated. So both of them should not be kissing each other.
No.
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 Yeah, I think that was terrible, terrible writing that they put that in there. I mean, maybe she could have kissed him on... Where'd she kiss him? On the lips, right?
Dead on the lips, yep.
So I thought, maybe a kiss on the cheek, I could see it and be like, oh, there might be some romantic something coming.
Right.
And then you find out that they're siblings, and then you're like, oh, okay, at least they didn't really kiss.
Yes. In Star Wars, she pecked them on the cheeks, and then they swung across the thing. But then Empire, she did full plant right on the lips.
Yeah, lip on lip is not good between siblings, no matter what way you cut it. All right,
I got to take this thing off.
All right, go ahead. Wow.
Oh,
Breathe, Dave, breathe.
Woo!
Just put the helmet on.
Oh, yeah.
It's Lord Howard. We can't stop. We're going too fast. Dave looks like Rick Moranis from Spaceballs.
There we go. I got to say.
Now we can see you. All right, you can take it off.
I gotta take it off.
That's hilarious.
All right, enough of that. Okay, there we go. Next question. These are all from Matt, by the way.
Okay, thank you, Matt.
Friend of the program. Should it be socially acceptable for women to go topless like men?
100% yes. In New York, I believe, and I don't know if it was overturned or not, but in New York, there was actually a lawsuit by women saying that it's unjust and sexist that men can go topless and women cannot. So I believe, I don't know what year, I don't know any of the details of it, but I'm pretty sure that there is a law where women are allowed to go topless in New York and they can't get in trouble for it. But I think it's only in New York, as far as I know.
Okay.
But
all of New York, or probably just a little, or
no, I
certain
think all of
section?
New York.
All
I
of
think
New York?
in the state of New York, they passed a law saying that it was okay for women to go topless. Now, whether women do it or not is another story. But am I for it? I'm 100% for it. I'm all for it.
Shocker.
I know. Movies out. I mean, come on. Now, how distracting will that be and everything else? Because here's the thing. In Italy and other cultures and everything else, topless is normal.
Right, but out here it's not. So
there's no craziness. There's no Germany, Italy, and all that. Well, a lot of Europe.
Yeah,
they have just topless TV. Like they're just women are topless and the boobs are out, and and because of that, it's not the whole like that's gone.
Yeah.
But because we have everything covered up, you're not supposed to see it. Don't look.
Right. It would take a while before all the the creepy guys out there to get over the fact that this is now happening. So, there's going to be that slippery slope of time frame where there's going to be some harassment going on.
Harassment and perversion, which I don't agree with, but it's going to happen.
Right.
So you have to be prepared for it. That's going to happen, but I think it would be after a couple decades. After one decade, I think it would slow down a lot.
Yeah, as the generations go on, continue.
Yeah, I mean, think of it, and in this woke world, Dave, I mean, think about it in the 50s when people said that they were gay or bi. Like, you're what?
Yeah.
Now, if you're not gay or bi, it's like, you're not what?
You're straight? What?
You're a straight human being? Do they even exist anymore? So, I mean, it's just, it's the society you live in and what it is, but should it be socially acceptable? 100%. Free the boobies. Hashtag free the boobies.
Free the boobs. That's actually a legit movement.
I know. Miley Cyrus used to do it all the time. Free the boobies.
Yeah. You can go on YouTube, I think, and look at some of those videos. Not that I've seen them.
Getting a little insight on David.
That just came up on my scroll. That's all. I don't know how they got there.
That's amazing. I don't know. I never saw it before in my life.
How did YouTube know I wanted to look at boobs? I don't get it. All right, last question. Okay. Would you ever subject yourself to the menstrual cramp simulator?
Sure.
Do you know what that is? They strap you in.
Strap it in and give you. Listen, I am all for understanding what the opposite sex goes through with certain things.
Mm-hmm.
And last week you asked me a question, and it was perception.
Yes. Perspective.
So if you watch last week's episode, one of the questions was about what advice would you give, and it was perspective, because everybody is the glass half full or is the glass half empty. It's all perspective. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Everything you see or feel in a relationship is your perspective. But if you can understand where the other perspective comes from, then at that point you understand each other a lot better. So this is a similar scenario, and I'm glad that this was one of the questions. So thank you, even more so, Matt. That was great, because I got to clarify last week also. But I think any time that you can go through something and you understand what they're going through, then at that point you can relate to them better, appreciate it better, and then be like, okay, that does make sense. Now, every person feels pain differently.
Yeah.
So as much as you're simulating something, how does it affect the person you're with? I don't know. I don't know how to judge that so you get the same exact feelings.
Yeah.
Like, I might be able to handle pain better than my wife does. So if that's the case, you give her a 6, you give me a 6, and I'm like,
yeah, that's nothing. Yeah.
Whatever. But for her, it's like, oh, right.
Crank your ass up to a 10.
Yeah. Right. Then I understand. But I think it's a great idea. I would do it. And I think every relationship should go through that. Just like if there was a way to have women understand what it's like to get kicked in the balls.
Yeah, there you go. I don't think you can simulate that, though, man. That's totally different.
It's a thing that starts at your balls and goes up to your stomach.
Yeah.
And you simulate something like that so they understand, oh, that's what that feels like. I don't want to do that anymore either. But I'm all about everybody understanding each other's physicalities and what they're feeling as they go through it. I think it's better for everybody.
I'll understand it one time, but I'm not going to go through, hey, guess what? Once a month, you're putting this bad boy on for a week.
No, well, that's
not happening.
They also have the belly pregnancy ones where you put the suit on with all the weight and everything else.
Yeah.
Like, I would do that too. Mm-hmm. Now, knowing that, I would hate it.
Yeah.
I know I would hate it. I would, if I was, and this is the crazy part. Women go through pregnancies and they complain almost the whole time for the most part. Because it's
uncomfortable.
Their body, it's uncomfortable. Yeah. They can't do this. Their feet swell. They're the morning sickness. Or there's 100 reasons why they should hate it, and they do most of the time. But then after they give birth, they go, "I think we should do it again." What? That's what I don't understand. That's why men don't give birth, because after a man had one child, that would be the end.
Game over, baby.
I am not doing this again for anybody. Done.
Do not sign me up again. We're done.
Never. We had enough. Thank you very much.
Right.
We have one child. That's all we need.
Yeah. You get kicked in the stones once. You never want to get kicked in the stones again the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm. It's very simple to me. So, all right. Well,
all right.
You got some riddles for me? You got one?
I do.
Last question, right? So we'll go right into the riddles.
We do not have an intro, so we'll just slip right in.
Go right into it. I'll work on getting an intro for riddles. I don't know what kind of intro I'm going to put for this with question marks or anything else, but we'll see what I can put together.
All right. So now, the last time we did this, you had a problem because it was your perception of what it should be and not what the actual answer I have. So I have answers written down on the paper.
Okay.
So now, it's what I'm looking for on this paper.
So the riddle game isn't what is the answer. It's what Dave has written down on the paper.
That's right.
And I will flip the crap out of this so that everybody sees that my answers are better.
No.
Yes.
That's not how the game goes. All right. Number 1, 2 men are in a desert. They both have backpacks on. One guy is dead. The guy who is alive has his backpack open. The guy who is dead has it closed. What's in the dead man's backpack?
A parachute.
That's too easy. Look at that.
That was thank you. That was an old school joke. Not even a joke, but me and my cousins used to play this around. Every Thanksgiving, my family, I'm Italian, and my other side of my family is Italian and Puerto Rican, so our family is enormous.
Right.
Every Thanksgiving, we would have riddles with yes or no questions, and you would have to tell us what the answer was. This was one of the ones.
This was one of them.
2 men in the desert, naked, holding a straw. what happened? Or there was a guy naked in the desert holding a piece of straw or holding a straw. What happened? And you have to go yes or no questions. Was it in the middle of the desert? Was it this, that, and you have to figure out. And when it finally gets to the answers, there was a bunch of people on the hot air balloon. And the hot air balloon was losing air, and it was coming down. So they pulled straws out of the basket, drew straws. But before they did that, they tried getting naked and releasing all the weight to make it further across.
Right.
And then he drew the short straw, so he had to jump to save the others. So that's how I came up with that one.
Okay. All right. Congratulations.
So that one was rigged for me, and you had no idea.
I had no idea. Yeah. Damn it! I gave you a softball.
It wasn't even a layup. It was a dunk.
Yeah. All right.
Not a LeBron James dunk that comes out of the rim. An actual Michael Jordan dunk, because Michael Jordan is better, and anybody who says otherwise is wrong.
All right. Let's see. Come up. There we go. 2 fathers and 2 sons are in a car, yet there are only 3 people in the car. How?
One's a grandfather.
Okay.
Grandfather, father, son.
There you go. Wow. All right. I got to start. I'm giving you two easy ones, man.
Yeah, 2 for 2. I'm coming back, Dave. I'm coming back.
You must have got some sleep today, man.
I thought I was out.
I thought you had to work in the sun today. What happened? Now you're all energized.
I was working in air conditioning. I was inside.
Oh, all right. Number 3. I weaken all men for hours each day. I show you strange visions while you are away. I take you by night, by day you are back. None suffer to have me, but do from my lack. What am I? Oh my God, did I read that?
I don't even understand what that is, but I'm going to go with like a nightmare or like... I weaken all men for hours each day, daydream. I show you strange visions while you are away. It's got to be a nightmare or a bad dream or something, right?
None suffer to have me, but do from my lack.
I don't know. It's too many words. Too much.
Tongue twister. Sleep. Sleep.
Okay. That was just too much going on there.
I'm throwing you off by the words.
The next riddle is going to be the whole page. I'm going to. Okay, here we go. Let's get room for the next one. We'll put it like no.
I'm allowed
to minimize it.
I'm allowed 200 characters only, so I had to make sure I used all 200.
Oh my God!
All right, number 4. What do you throw out when you want to use it, but take it when you don't want to use it?
What do you throw out when you use it? The trash? What do you
throw out when you want to use it, but take it in when you don't want to use it?
A boomerang throws out and comes back in, but that's not the answer. What do you throw out when you...
Oh, I got him.
Fishing rod?
Close.
Fishing lure?
Close.
A fishing pole? A fishing... Something to do with fishing.
Yeah, close.
I mean, that's a gimme at that point, Dave. What do you throw out?
I didn't give you a gimme. I just gave you a hint. You're close. You're kind of in the vicinity.
There it is. My camera was all focused.
Yeah, you were good.
I'm going to go with a fishing hook or something. What?
It's an anchor.
An anchor. Okay.
Yeah. 2 for 2. I got him. Coming back. All right,
I'm losing it. No.
2 more. Here we go. Boom.
I was close to that one.
I have cities but no houses. I have forests but no trees. I have water but no fish. What am I?
A map.
Good job.
Thank you. Or a globe.
Globe.
Depending on what you wrote down.
I have map on the list.
Okay, so map is the answer.
Right.
You gave globe is, according to Dave, globe is not the answer.
No, because the globe is wrong.
Atlas is not the answer. Just a map. Jeez Louise.
I'm going to have like, almost like the countdown. I'm going to have like the top 5 answers for each riddle so that if you hit you hit one of them, I'll give it to you.
A close target, I'm right there.
Yeah. All right, last one.
Okay.
You enter a dark room that contains a match, kerosene lamp, candle, and fireplace. What should you light first?
The match.
Oh, damn it. I was hoping I'd catch you on that one. Yes, the match. Yeah. That's kind of, because that's one of those ones you're thinking, huh? And then you don't realize that you actually have to light the match before you can fucking light anything else.
Right, yeah.
Right.
You can't start a fire without it unless you're rubbing sticks together.
Right.
And this isn't Castaway. I have made fire!
All right, so 4 for 2. Good job, bud.
Thank you. I did pretty good on that. I'll take that.
Yeah.
So I was a little nervous coming in. I was like, I don't know. It's the way I've been going lately. I didn't know how it was going to go. And then some of your questions. Oh, but that was good. I knew a bunch of those though, so it was almost unfair because I knew some of the answers already. But
for the record, for the movie quotes, I felt bad, but it was like I needed movie quotes. So it's like roles were reversed. I would be a train wreck too. I wouldn't be able to answer this shit.
Yeah, no, it's difficult. And being on the spot when you're recording this and everything else, there's added pressure to it too.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just me and you hanging out. Who's watching this?
Who's watching?
Hopefully, audience.
Yeah.
All right,
let's move along now.
The debate.
The debate, yes. We got to get into this thing.
We had a presidential debate.
If you want to call it that.
Well, we had something. We had
something.
People standing up there who, one is the president now, one of the president of President Past. And it's like the nightmare before Christmas.
Oh, man.
I got to be honest. And I don't care who you're voting for. I don't care what your political views are. I don't give a crap. I didn't hear that Biden had a stroke.
No.
If somebody told me that he did,
I
would believe it.
Yeah.
Because he is not well.
No, they definitely, whatever they gave him for the State of the Union address, they did not give him for the debate last night because within the first 2 minutes, my plan was I wasn't even going to watch the damn thing. I just wanted to watch a couple minutes. Mm-hmm. But it was almost like watching like an accident or a train wreck because it was.
You have to watch it.
I'm like, I found myself. I'm like an hour and a half later. I'm like, am I still watching this? What the hell am I doing?
And not only is it date like, does it look like he's been ill or hurt or something else? Just his speech, it's sloppy speech. He's using malarkey.
Yeah.
I haven't heard the word malarkey.
I know, exactly.
Since my grandparents had passed away years ago and they used to say malarkey. I'm waiting for some tomfoolery to come out.
Right, yeah. Because he was using different adjectives to describe Trump or whatever. But
I mean, he's using adjectives that he used his whole life.
Right.
He's 80 years old.
Yeah. It's gotten to the point now where everybody sees what he is like now. Even
his party is running questions now like, maybe this isn't a good idea. Maybe
this is almost like elderly abuse or something like that. The guy, let him retire and run off. You know, unfortunately, we all get old. And his time, we can all his time has passed. He doesn't, again, regardless of your political affiliations, this guy should not be in charge of the nukes, man.
Listen,
I'm sorry.
You wake him up in the middle of the night with an emergency. This is him at his best. This is him prepped, planned, good night's sleep, whatever it is. This is the peak of him.
Yeah. Well, they said he had a cold. When it was over, they said he had
colds. I was more aware when I had COVID.
Yeah.
And I was asleep.
Yeah.
And it is bad.
Yeah. And to go over to the other side, Trump, all he had to do, which if you're on his side, you sit there and go, Don, don't say a fucking word. Just sit up there, let him bury himself.
He exaggerated the truth and lied too. Like
big time, yeah.
You got one guy who can't keep even on topic or know what the hell's going on.
Or a complete sentence. Or
right. The other guy on the other side is just lying and making up shit. And I'm like, these are the best two that we have out of the millions of people we have in the United States.
Yeah.
All of the people in the United States. These are the two best.
Yeah.
For this job, I say we go to Indeed.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, this is ridiculous.
Trump's up there going, with the cognitive. I don't know if you saw the cognitive test thing. He's like, I aced my cognitive test. Some might say it was the best cognitive test in the history of cognitive tests. And I'm sitting there going,
I took it twice. I was so good.
I know. We're like, what? Shut up, dude. Stop talking.
He even said, it was the best saying you could ever see. Like, I'm like, Donald, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna end the war in Ukraine before I even get sworn into the office.
I'm gonna take care of it before I get in.
How are you gonna do that, sir? How?
And then the presidential speech. One thing you never thought you'd hear: that somebody slept with a porn star.
Right.
Celebrity speech. Okay, not celebrity speech.
Yeah.
In a presidential debate, you slept with a porn star. I can outdrive you at the golf range.
Yeah.
Who gives a crap?
That's where it took a turn, boy.
Not only that, but Bill Clinton was in office during the office. There's pictures of Bill at the Oval Office. He's smiling. There's a picture of one person that you see, but there's two people in the picture. Like,
oh man,
the crap that there's the mudslinging for these two old men, and that's what they are. They're old men.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, and the fact that our government is running, they're puppets.
Yeah,
that's all they are puppets. And the more that you put them out there, the more everybody's going to see how much they don't have control over what's going on in our world. Yeah. And this isn't a political show, and I don't give a crap about your views. But I don't care who you're voting for. I don't care who's in. It's all a sham.
Yeah,
it's all a sham because they're just big puppets that they need a face, and we're picking. I've said it in the past. It's like when I take my kids to dinner. Hey, kids, where do you want to go? Here or here? I'm giving them a choice. I'm controlling the outcome by going to either place that I want to go to, and that's what the government's doing with us. They're giving us two choices of it doesn't matter who because they're picking all the choices for us. It's stupid.
Well, who is actually running the government right now, though? If it's
not the people. It's not the people.
Oh, I get that, but if Biden's not running it, is it the whole entire the Democrats as a whole? Like who the fuck?
No, it's the whole staff. It's everybody behind him. Listen. Any president, and I'll vouch for this every day of the week. Every president is a puppet that tries to get things done and tries to get things passed, but then they get vetoed. And the president doesn't have power anymore. The president is just a title that you have. Yeah, that's it. You can say anything you want. And what I don't understand is we had the lowest taxes. Listen, I don't know who's talking about low taxes, and then Biden's like, oh, well, we can tax the rich. How about instead of taxing everybody, we lower all the taxes? It's equal across the board, and I don't know, maybe we don't buy $1 million toilet seat for somebody in office. How about that, you jerk-offs? They spend our money like it's a joke, and then they go, oh, well, we're just going to raise the taxes, all right? You're all a bunch of assholes.
Yeah, it just, with the inflation's going up and the pay scale's staying down and everybody's getting pinched, man. It sucks.
The working man's a sucker.
So,
do you know what that movie line's from? You don't know.
I don't. It sounds familiar. Bronx Tale, yeah. Yep. Okay. Working man's a sucker. But I think there's supposed to be two more. I think they're supposed to have two more debates before the election.
I think it's just a matter of time before everybody just pulls Biden and says, okay, we're going to put a new face in here. Because
that's what I think that's been the blowout since the day, everybody's like, what surprises me, doesn't surprise me, but it's now all of a sudden they see it. Oh my God, we got to do something now.
Everything was fine.
Yeah.
Everybody who's around him, oh, Joe's perfect. Everything's great. Now the whole world sees it. Now
oh shit. Now we got to backpedal.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe we should dump this guy.
All those years they made excuses for him and everything else. And again, I don't care. You can vote for him. You can love him. I don't care.
Yeah.
But listen, I don't believe anybody at that age should be in office. I don't believe that anybody that age really knows what the people want because they don't have their finger on the pulse of America or anything else that's going on. How are they going to handle social media and everything else? They're puppets. And this is ridiculous.
Because he's not going to handle that because he'll have people in his party to handle that shit. Not
you don't know crap about any of that.
No.
Crap, you don't even know how to use a typewriter. Joe. Speaking of, okay.
Let's move on.
How could you have fixed the debate, Dave?
If hawktuah was there.
hawktuah! Now, hawktuah has made a huge... hawktuah is everywhere.
Yeah.
The last week when you brought it up, I was unaware of it, and I looked into it, and it hasn't stopped since.
Yeah, she's everywhere.
She's everywhere.
Everywhere.
But the problem is, she's not everywhere. She's everywhere except her job.
Her job, yeah. Unfortunately,
she was a teacher. They found out that she's a teacher, and she ended up getting fired.
Mm-hmm.
So... all this celebrity and fame for this 15 minutes, and she's signing hawktuah hats and T-shirts and selling merchandise. I heard she's making a bunch of money with it. I heard a number of $500,000 so far in just merchandise. Now, whether that's true or not, I have no idea. That's the number I heard. Don't quote me on that. Allegedly.
Right.
But I hope she makes money on it, and I hope she can ride the wave for a while. Now, she lost her job, though, and I heard she's suing her company.
Yeah, rumor is allegedly she's suing back, and she doesn't really want to. She's taking a backseat to the social media aspects because she's waiting until that trial is over to see if she can get her job back. So.
Right, and that's a great idea because I don't think you should be talking about it while you're going through the lawsuit and everything else. And she's entitled. I don't understand why she got fired yet. She was out drinking, hanging out with a friend. They did an interview on the street. She said something, and I got to be honest, it was funny. It was this, that, the other.
Yeah.
But who gives a crap? You know what? Here's who I feel bad for. Here's all the people I feel bad for that video came out. Mm-hmm. Anybody she dates after this.
Oh, no. Where's that
hawktuah?
Where's that hawktuah?
Are you dating her? Like, you know how rich people are always worried about people dating them for their money?
Yeah.
Guys are going to want to date her for the hawktuah.
For the hawktuah.
So now, if you date her and she doesn't hawktuah on you, what's going on? Don't you like me?
Yeah, they have like all these men or girls, whatever. Right. She's full of shit. She don't know about no hawktuah.
Nothing. I'm just saying, like, her dating life, I would be like, now she has to watch out for all the guys, because I got to be honest.
Yeah.
Dave, if you saw her and you were single, would you try and hang out with her?
Hell yeah.
You want to ask me? I think everybody knows the answer.
Yeah, that's
Woo! I'd call her out and I'm like, hawktuah! It's ridiculous. Like, every boyfriend she ever has for the rest of her life, she's going to have to deal with that.
Yeah.
I think
even if she said it as a joke and she actually doesn't do it now, she's kind of forced to do it now. Not forced, but you know what I mean. It's like
no forcing, Dave. No forcing. That's against the law.
I know, but you know what I mean. She's kind of feels like she may have to do that, or
she put it out there. Now people are going to expect her to do it.
Right.
And if you don't really like them, and you don't want them to be happy.
I don't understand why they keep leaving. What's going on?
Because I don't hawktuah. Yep, you did it to yourself, sweetheart.
Yep.
But going viral isn't, like, everybody's like, oh, I wish I could go viral. I wish I could go. It's not as good as it should be. There was that other couple. I sent you the Gumas, the clip
email,
or whatever.
the link,
where it was a Catholic group, a husband and wife, and I think they were trying to get pregnant or whatever, and the wife, and this is so screwed up in so many ways, but the wife doesn't flush the toilet at night or whatever when she pees. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. That's great. So she went to the bathroom. The husband gets a pregnancy test, dips it in, finds out his wife's pregnant. They go viral, make a whole thing. It's this, that, the other. Oh, it's so great. It's amazing. It's that. About 3 weeks later, they come back on, say they had a miscarriage and everything else, and it's very sad and everything else. Then they start saying, well, it was a hoax. It wasn't real. It was just to get publicity. It was to do this. It was to do that. Whatever the case is. Then they find out Ashley Madison. Now, Dave, you didn't know anything about Ashley Madison.
No.
Ashley Madison was a website that was geared towards married men who were going to cheat on their wives. It's so screwed up that we even have these in the world. And you go in and you sign up, and they promise it's a secret. Nobody knows.
Right.
And they hook you up, and you can go out, and the women know what's going on. The men know what's going on. Everybody's okay with it. They got hacked.
Uh-oh.
They got hacked. And the whole list of all the men who were on that website
got released?
Got released.
Oh, shit.
And that guy was on it.
Oh,
so not only did they possibly be pregnant, have a miscarriage, or lie about it, then they found out that he was cheating on her.
Oh,
like,
man.
It was brutal.
Oh, man.
And they were supposed to be this highly religious, like, couple and everything. Like, being viral is not great.
What was it? And there was that one guy, Alex from Target. I was reading something on him. Like, I don't know, his coworker or a friend was taking pictures of him.
No, just some girl came through and took a picture of him and posted hashtag Alex from Target or something.
Yeah. And it like blew up and got popular. And then I guess what? They kept posting the different pictures and whatnot.
Not only that, but they would start to go in there just to meet him.
Yeah.
And he got fired because they said it was a circus now.
It was a circus. Too much, too much
nonsense, and nobody was buying anything. But then he went on Ellen and everything else. He was on Ellen. And then you find out that he had like death threats and he was afraid to go out in public because
he stayed home.
Rush him and everything else. I'm like,
but like in that situation, there's like, why would you death threat a guy who worked at Target? Like, I don't get that.
Because people are stupid and they'll do whatever they can. And I said this to my daughter today. I said, she saw a clip of like high school kids from 2003. She goes, everybody was so happy. I go, you want to know why? I go, it's a very simple, very, very simple reason. We didn't have social media.
Yeah.
Everybody on social media says whatever they want, no repercussions.
Yeah,
I go,
true.
In 2003, the people you said things to were either right there or it got back to them. And if they didn't like it, they'd punch you in the face. If you said something stupid, you were getting punched in the face in 94, 2003. Like
street justice.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't like it? Boom. Boom. Like, bada bing, bada boom, bada boom. You got your ass kicked. So if you're going to say something, you better believe it, you better stand behind it, and you better be able to fight for it.
All I can think of is when you were doing that, you should get a pinky ring.
You know I have it, right? You know I have it?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Next time I'll bring it down. I have it in my jewelry box.
Go ahead, I
don't wear all my bling on the podcast. Sorry. But yeah, and I said, and that was the difference. When you said something mean, there was a chance you got your face hit.
Yeah. So you kind of
nothing.
You thought twice before you said something.
Because there was a repercussion or you could get hit. Once you get punched in the face, it changes the way you say shit.
Mm-hmm.
In social media, everybody's like, you look like a rag doll. You look like trash. Oh, what a whore. Oh, look at this hooker. Oh, look at the Karen. Oh, you're a piece of crap parents. Oh, where's the seatbelt? The car seat's adjusted wrong. Too much sugar for your kid. Screw all these.
Damn.
But that's what it is. That's what everybody does. As soon as they see something, they pick it apart because there's no repercussions. If every one of those people got punched in the face for saying something rude or inappropriate, it would slow down.
And it didn't. It
wouldn't stop, but it would slow down.
It didn't take long either, because I don't know if you remember when like Facebook or whatever, MySpace, MySpace, whatever the new shit was that came out. It was like it was such a cool thing, you know. You got to reconnect with people that you lost contact with and everything.
I literally did that this past week.
Is that right?
I was on Facebook, and Dave knows this. And if you haven't seen the show, I just got onto Facebook within the last year and a half.
Right.
For the show, I never had social media before the show for any sorts.
Right.
Now I have too many, but I was going back and forth commenting with a buddy of mine that I haven't talked to in 20, 30 years. Yeah. Like since high school, so 30 years. Mm-hmm. And I ended up sending him a message saying, listen, it's been too long. Here's my number. Give me a call.
Yeah.
And we caught up and we started to catch up. And I'm like, this is what social media was for originally.
Yes.
And now
it just spiraled out of control. And it's just nothing but
hatred. And stupidity and just mockery. It's such a shame.
You want to blame something for dividing the country or people of the country? It's that right there.
Social media. Yeah. Social media. The 100%. Fact that you can know what's going on across the world, cool. The fact that you can connect with relatives all the way around the world, awesome. Cool.
Yep.
The fact that some broad that I don't know can come in and call me a twat because I do something or whatever. Like, that's just stupid.
Okay. That's not the adjective I would have chose, but okay. You do you, buddy.
I'm just saying, it goes out there. People say weird crap.
That's true.
I don't know why. It just random weird crap just comes out.
Somebody's gonna call you that now in the comments of this episode.
Hey, listen. Go ahead.
Do it.
I'm okay with it. I dare you. No.
Yeah.
It's fine. Oh. All right. Well, I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us, spending time. Matt, thank you for the questions. I appreciate it.
Yep.
Dave, thank you for the riddles. Hopefully everybody played along. We had a good time. We have a bunch of socials. Since I was talking about them, come and check them out. There they are. There's all of my social media. God, there's a lot there. It went from nothing to all of that. That's absurd. But it is what it is. But thank you, everybody. Please subscribe to the show if you haven't subscribed. Hit the like button. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Tell your enemies. Tell anybody you hate. Go on Go on Facebook. Send it out there. Say, hey, twat, follow these guys. Go ahead. Do it. I dare you.
And make sure you tune in Tuesday Night Live for our the next episode of The Boys.
Yes, The Boys are coming live. So Tuesday night will be The Boys. And hopefully everybody had a good time. Hopefully you smiled, you laughed, you had a good time with us. We had a good time. I know that. Darth Vader, thank you for making an appearance. Appreciate that. So crazy. Don't forget to send in your questions at shootingitstraightwdc at gmail.com. And we'll catch you guys next week. Have a good one.
Peace, everybody. That one.